back to Gullis Garage. Today we are doing back brake pads on the 04 Avalanche. Yeah, that's been replaced. Look how clean that is right there. Why is the brake squealing back here, you know? Let's find out. Look at all that pad. That's a lot of pad. But yet I have none on this front side. And look how thin this is, and the lip. We got a problem. Two 14mm bolts, and you just pull that bad boy off, and I pull the pads out. One stick, one's loose skin. Well, and on Avalanches, the back brake is a dual piston, so sometimes you gotta improvise because your OEM Tool 57111 that you've had forever, you know, doesn't fit. Alright, it's time to put the new pads in. This one did not come with hardware, I don't think, so we're going to reuse the hardware. Hardware does not look bad at all. We're not going to get into the e-brake because I'm being lazy. We don't want to spend any more money. Got it. Why is she not clicking in? One. There we go, there's one. New one. Back. New one. Wait. Wow. New brake pad. Now, if you don't learn anything about my brake jobs, or don't remember anything, just like if you take any of my advice, the one thing I always recommend, change the oil. Well, when it comes to brakes, if you're going to do your own brakes, make sure that your partial floating caliper can actually move. See how this one's supposed to go in and out? This one is not. It needs to be greased. That one's okay. This one's jammed. It will not move in and out. So now I broke the seal on that. I'm going to pull that out like the bottom one, and I'm going to have to re-grease these and get them working correctly because that caliper needs to be able to float back and forth when that piston comes in and out. So unfortunately, we had to get it out, and I've already started working on it. We're going to work on it a little bit more in hopes to get this to look a little bit better. I've already started cleaning up here because it looked like that all the way around. We want it to be able to slide inside that bore, because if it doesn't slide in that bore, then, you know, it's going to jam up. You're going to that's why the pad, I was wondering why the pad was unevenly worn. Well, this is why. Because it only lets it's only allowing that front part of the pad to touch the rotor. And that's also why the brakes felt funny. So you definitely want to be able to have a smooth surface so that it'll be able to slide. So let's get this cleaned up and go from there. All right, so I've got to put this back on due to the fact it fell off when I was hammering out the slide bolt. Make sure that's right. Oh, great.
Yeah, everything I saw, you're supposed to grease those up too.
Well, I never really do, unless like this scenario is a bit harsh on it because it's kind of rusty. Because whoever put this on last obviously did not do it. Because these didn't slide, that's why the pads are uneven. So make sure when you're doing brake jobs, because you want grease on all your stuff so that everything can slide smoothly. Okay, now.
Isn't there one on the bottom?
What were you talking about?
I thought there was a clip for the bottom.
It was already on there.
Oh, okay.
All right, now pads are back on. These two pistons are pushed back in. We have now conditioned this so it should be able to slide inside that bore. Well, I say that. That bore might need to be cleaned up. Uh-oh. Let's see how to clean that up with. There you go. Just got to get it nice and clean. See all the crap coming out of it? But like I said, whoever did this last did not do that. So actually I want to clean that up and re-grease it if possible. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. That's all the way in. Still getting a lot of trash out of it. We don't want trash in it. We want it to be nice and clean.
Got a YouTube notification.
Ooh, hey. Maybe someone famous wants to actually talk to me for once. Make sure that still spins. Yeah, that still spins. All right, let's see how it is now. I think I got most of the crap out of the bore. All right, yeah, that's how it needs to be. It's got to be able to go back and forth nice and freely. All right, let's do the bottom one now. Make sure she's still in good shape. There's plenty of shape. Yeah. Well, actually, this, see how it easily does that? This one still actually needs some work. Find out what's going on. Yeah, see, it's just full of crap. So I'm thinking what we need to do is we're gonna put a hold on y'all for just a second. I'm gonna go get some fresh brake clean. I think I need to get that cleaned out and actually re-grease it again, because it literally, you want to have some buoyancy like this. It's got to be able to bounce back as you're pushing on your brake. When you let go and the fluid goes back through the caliper and those go back, it has to be able to come back and forth. Otherwise, you're going to tear up this pad and run through your pads just like this truck has done in this scenario. And the other side's probably going to be worse, but we'll be right with you in just a sec. All right, I just cleaned it out with brake clean. You got to make sure that dries. It'll cut through the grease. This should now, I hope, be pretty clean. That's all new grease. It's almost too much grease, really, but before it was jammed, I mean, it's definitely not as like that. It's really supposed to be like that. I mean, it's getting there. I think over time with the pressure and whatnot, it'll get better. If not, we'll replace it in a few weeks. We'll probably have to end up revisiting that. All right, so anyway, so now we're ready to go back on. I've pressed those in, make sure those are cleaned off. How it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have some slide. That's partial floating caliper. So that moves, you gotta have some give to that. Now what to do is put everything back together, put your 14s in, tighten them down like that. As long as you got some movement, as soon as you hit the brake pad, it's gonna tighten this up so you won't have any play. Put your wheel back on, your 6 nuts back on, and you're golden. So I mean, easy peasy. Hardest part is pressing in the two pistons. I mean, and taking it off and back on. Don't over tighten it. I mean, literally 15 foot-pounds probably covers it. Really. I mean, hell, I usually go run this, and this is tight enough. This is probably 25, maybe 20, 25 foot-pounds. Thanks for watching. I hope everyone's having a good day, and we'll see you again soon.
Oil change time.